back, folks. The Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. And last we left off, we got a hold of a pile of wet clay, which we of course used for a very important purpose, causing chaos and mayhem everywhere we go, by splattering it on every object and surface that we can. Like this plant. Not only does it have clay, but we've also attacked it with a knife, a fork, some pinking shears, and we've covered it in ketchup. And mustard. And our doodles. And spit. My, we've made an absolute mess of this place, haven't we? And I'm sure we can make even more of a mess. I'm sure there are new places that we've yet to explore before we get out of here. But let's focus on using the clay for what it's actually used for in this game. Getting an imprint of the master key. Why do I think that's what we need to do? Because the game has spelt that out pretty plainly. But where is the master key? Why, it's with Bladder, of course. And where's Bladder? I'm glad you asked. Bladder is, of course, in here. We sent a subliminal message to him telling him that he really needed to go to the toilet. And wouldn't you know, he drank just a little too much to be able to hold it in after he saw that wording in the screens. There are 3 things that we can interact with here. There's the toilet door, there's the master key, and there's Bladder. There's apparently not Bladder. Okay, we can actually only interact with the toilet door and the master key. So let's start by looking at the toilet door. A very important thing that I'm sure will be critical to completing the game.
It's occupied.
That it is. Let's have a conversation with the door. I imagine we're actually going to be talking to Bladder.
Hey, is there somebody in there?
Yeah, damn it. Is that you, newbie?
Of course. Will that take much longer?
Don't ask. I've been holding this in a long time. There's more in my bladder than the annual precipitation of the Amazon rainforest.
You're going to be there for quite a while, and by quite a while, I think the heat death of the universe is going to happen before you're done. Have fun living there forever.
Hey.
Yeah, don't ask. There's more than the...
And that's exactly the same as talking, and that makes sense. Let's try taking the door. I'm sure this will work.
A bit bulky, don't you think?
That's not stopped many other protagonists, but I see you're not going to take it. Harvey, what do you think of Bladder's predicament? I imagine you find it quite hilarious.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Who's ever in there seems to have been at it quite a while.
And we'll be at it for a long while yet. Clearly, we need to smash this door down.
I've got an idea. We'll wait until he comes out and then whack!
If he ever comes out.
That is a very big if. Pen? Oh, we can doodle and mess up the door. Let's do that right now. Mustard? Marvelous. Ketchup? Even better. Spittle? Wondrous. Now we can doodle Marcel's signature. And the barkeep. And finally we can try using the clay.
If you give him the clay, maybe he'll make us an imprint of the master key.
No, there must be a better way.
You don't have to be so cryptic about it. Our audience has long since figured out what to do. They're just enjoying our hilarious banter now.
Come on. I'm not some ape in the zoo.
You sure smell like one.
Oh, Harvey, you're absolutely right. The hilarious banter is what makes this game brilliant. Clearly, we're not meant to use the clay here, but we can offer Bladder something to read.
In this panel, we see the commissioner activating the useless signal just as the captain is sitting down. Watch out, Captain Useless! The toilet paper is running low!
Now there's a true catastrophe that only a superhero can solve. Or maybe this is beyond even a superhero. Oh no!
Well, he's sitting on some kind of pot, but I don't think he'll need pot holders.
Let's not offer him our pot holders. Police badge?
No, it's bad behavior to arrest people sitting on the toilet.
Fair enough. What about using the Harvey 2 counterfeit signature?
The graffiti must be all on the inside.
I'm not so sure. There's no graffiti here, so let's just presume that there actually isn't any graffiti. What happens if we try and offer the part?
Ew, no. I don't want a urine sample.
How will we ever get his DNA then?
Have you ever considered that we don't want Bladder's DNA? It's not like it's going to be very useful for us.
The bathroom cubicle can only be locked from the inside, I'm afraid.
That's one thing I always thought could use some improvement.
No, I don't think that needs any improvement. I think it's fine the way it is.
What's going on out there?
Nothing. Keep on sleeping, sweet prince.
We can't do anything with the fork. What about the knife?
What's going on?
Keep on
We can't do anything with the knife either. What about the phone?
No, it's not a phone booth. And even if it was, it's occupied.
We'll have to wait our turn before we can make a call. But there is this completely open phone booth here that we could use to make a call. Not that we can actually get anyone on the line that can help us.
I think he's had enough.
Oh, that he has. Pinking shears?
What's going on?
Keep on sleeping.
No different interactions there. What about the form?
I think he's got enough toilet paper in there.
I don't know, he'd need a lot of toilet paper. Toenail?
What's going on?
Keep on.
The same interaction. Coat hanger?
What's going
Keep on.
Also the same interaction. Cocktail glass. I'm a little bit afraid of what will happen if we try this.
Ew, no.
How will we...
Fortunately, that's the same as trying to offer the part. We've used the straw, we've used that, we've used that. Finally, the paper cup.
Ew.
How will we...
I wasn't afraid of using it there because the pile of paper cups is just around the corner. So now that we've done everything that we can with the toilet door, it's time to look at the prize. The master key.
Psst. Those are the keys. They peer enticingly from under the cubicle door.
That they do. Let's have a conversation with the key.
I'm gonna get you soon.
That's what you think.
We'll see who laughs last.
Indeed we will. Let's try and take it.
Hey, stop it!
Darn it! The key is attached to his belt. I'll have to come up with something else.
Darn it indeed. We have been foiled! To be fair, I doubted we were going to be able to take it, considering that the game's giving us a lot of stuff to make a copy.
Hey!
Darn it! The key. I'll have to come up.
No different interaction there, but we did get to hear darn it again. Harvey, any advice?
Look, Harvey! The master key!
Yippee! And within reach, too.
But it's still attached to his belt.
Yippee! A belt!
No, you don't get it. The belt is still attached to his pants.
Whoa! Master key, belt, and pants! It just keeps getting better.
But Bladder is still wearing the pants. At least halfway.
Halfway, Bladder! What more do we need?
Are you even listening?
Even, a wonderful even, beautiful evening too.
I'll take that as a no. Mallet?
Maybe I can just ever so slightly angle the key with the handle of the mallet.
Hey, keep your hands off!
Ooh.
I'll take that as a no you can't. Comic book?
In this panel, we see Captain Useless, desperately searching for his key to the basement cave.
We've heard that one before. Can we move this with the pen?
Maybe I could write a note on the key and you could read it aloud.
Yippee! I've always wanted to be a keynote speaker.
Where's the drum roll? We need the drum roll. Okay, fine, I'll do it myself. Ba-dum-tsh. Game, I'm gonna charge you if I keep having to make sound effects for you. At very reasonable rates, too.
Maybe I can use the pot holders to...
Hey, keep your hands off!
Ooh.
That's not going to work either. Mustard?
Maybe if I shake up the mustard really good and then build up some momentum.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
I don't think any item but the one we need to use is going to work.
Maybe if I angle the ketchup tube this way and aim from a distance.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
Can we try using the police badge?
Maybe I could get me a warrant and try to...
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
We're not doing very well, are we? But that's okay. We can use the ability to forge signatures to get the key.
Maybe I can get hold of his mother's signature and write him a letter.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
Okay, that has to be the most far-fetched idea out of all the ones that you've suggested so far. It would also probably be the one most likely to work, but we're not even going to get past the first step.
Maybe I'll just make a soup from the gold, and while the guard is not looking, I'll...
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
Let's try using this key?
Maybe I can just swap the keys without him noticing.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
You'd think after all the attempts we've made to try and get the key that he'd pull the key further into the cubicle, but no, he doesn't. And that's his folly.
Maybe I can snag the key with the prongs of the fork.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
I doubt the knife is going to get us any further, but we'll give it a go.
Maybe I can cut the belt with the knife somehow.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
She's very afraid of Bladder noticing what she's doing and stopping her. I would be too. Phone?
Maybe if I guess the right number of the key and call the locksmith.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
The locksmith would have to actually get into the asylum, and you can imagine the locksmith's not going to get very far because the guard watching the entrance will take one look at him, wonder just why he's arriving, and then turn him away.
Maybe I should get another stinky drink from the barkeeper and...
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
We are not giving Bladder the stinky drink. Bladder does not deserve that. Nobody deserves that.
Maybe I can try to reach the loop of the belt with the scissors.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
Not even the pinking shears will help us. The crayons would have helped us had we have had them. Oh, I want those crayons.
Maybe if I put down the piece of paper first and then poke with a pointed object.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
That didn't work, but what about the toenail? Toenails never let us down.
Maybe I can use my toenail to loosen the ring.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
You failed me, Toenail. I'm so disappointed in you. Coat hanger?
Maybe I can reach the key with the hook of the hanger.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
That's not going to work. Stinky drink glass?
Maybe I'll just put the glass over the key very quickly and...
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
I do like that whenever we use the cocktail glass with things, Edna changes her accent to sound all posh and refined. It's silly, and I like silly things.
Maybe I can suck the key from the belt with the straw.
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
The straw cannot help us. What about the cup? It's your time to shine, Paper Cup. Succeed where all the others have failed.
Maybe I could fold the water cup in such a way that...
Hey, keep your hands off.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not going to work. Let's use the thing we're actually meant to use. The clay mass.
I think I could make an imprint this way. Wow, that really worked. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
You're Watson. I'm Holmes.
I'm Holmes. You're Watson.
No way! I'm totally Holmes.
What's going on out there?
I'm Holmes, and you are Inspector Clouseau.
Deal.
Seems like a good deal indeed. We now have an imprint of the key. Let's look at it.
I'm proud of us, Harvey. We have an imprint of the master key.
Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that yet because it's only an imprint. If only imprints could unlock locks.
What shall I do with you now?
Maybe you heat me and use me as a mold to duplicate the master key.
This sounds more sensible than using you as a doorstop.
We also haven't encountered any doors that need a doorstop. Let's try using this with all the items in our inventory, starting with Harvey.
I'm proud of us, Harvey. We actually have an imprint of the master key. But what are we going to do now?
Try to find an imprint of the exit?
Maybe we should look for a furnace instead. And molten metal, things like that.
You're weird.
She may be weird, but she knows how to solve puzzles in this game. Let's try using the polo mallet with the imprint.
I'd rather keep the key imprint.
That makes sense.
I'd rather not. I'd hate to lose the imprint of the key.
We could just go and get it back, and while I'm thinking about it, let's use the comic book with the imprint.
Captain Useless doesn't collect fingerprints, he collects nose prints. It's less paperwork and keeps criminal files to a minimum. Every culprit has 10 fingers, but just one nose.
Unfortunately, it's a lot harder to identify people with a nose print than a fingerprint.
I don't want to rush things. It has to be baked first.
That it does. The game is blatantly telling us what we need to do with this.
As yummy as it may sound, I'd ruin the imprint with that. I should come up with something better.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't just want yummy?
As yummy as it may sound, I'd ruin the imprint with that. I should come up with...
And the same reaction for the ketchup. Police badge?
The impression of a police badge would sure be swell. But I've got something better. The impression of my own master key.
Now what happens if we add an imprint to cornflakes?
I'd rather keep the imprint of the master key.
That makes sense. Counterfeit signature?
This is not a hieroglyph. It's the impression of a key.
Are you sure? Similar mix-ups have destroyed mighty empires. The pyramids collapsed, and all of Egypt went down with them.
The pyramids are still there today, and Cairo is a metropolis with millions of inhabitants.
Huh. That's what Eric von Däniken wants you to believe.
I don't think that question mark icon was meant to be there. I think that was meant to be a character that's not in the English language version of the game. Curious. Let's try using the pot.
No, the cast can be put in the furnace like it is.
That it can. Key?
This imprint was made from a different key.
That it was. Fork?
I'd rather keep the imprint of the master key.
I understand it took a lot of effort, roundabout, to get it.
I'd rather not. I'd hate to lose the imprint of the key.
Something tells me that this imprint is very important.
No, I want to solve this puzzle without using the Call a Friend lifeline.
We've already had that one. Menu?
The imprint of the master key is not on the menu. I got one nonetheless.
The world is an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you brought a sleeping bag.
You're in it for the long haul. Picking shears?
There, just a few more decorations into the cast. Cool. I hope I didn't just ruin the imprint.
Let's check. No, we didn't. Fortunately.
I don't have to go to group therapy anymore.
No, you don't. Not with this imprint of the master key.
I will definitely not put Dr. Marcel's signature on there. This masterpiece of illegal key duplication is mine and mine alone.
That it is. Be proud of your accomplishment.
No, this mold is an original Edna.
And it will be worth a fortune when you finally get out. Edna art. Genuine Edna art. Part of the Edna collection. To see the rest of the Edna collection, go look in the asylum. Everything she's messed up is part of the collection.
No, I want to replicate a key, not make a bathroom trash can.
Are you sure? We could use a trash can.
No, this cast is my most valuable possession.
Hey!
Except for Harvey, of course. who is much more valuable than a lump of clay.
How nice of you to say.
Unfortunately, all of you are not as valuable as the paper cup. We all know it. It's true. Let's use... Actually, let's save, because we're getting to the point where we're going to get to items which could potentially be broken or expended by using it with the imprint. I'm referring to Strawbert Strawson, the cocktail glass, and the paper cup. We don't want to lose any of these. We can get one of them back, but not the others.
I'd rather keep the key imprint.
Makes sense. What about the straw?
Blow drying it won't help. I need to bake the clay in the furnace.
That we do. And finally, the paper cup.
Oh no! There must be a hole in the cup. All of the burning heat that I had put in there is gone. How will I ever be able to bake the cast now?
Wait, you put burning heat in the cup? When? What have you been doing while the game hasn't been running, Edna? Tell me, what have you been doing? What puzzles have you been solving? Oh, you're gonna stay quiet, are you? Fine, keep your secrets then. But don't count on me when you need to solve a critical puzzle. Okay, you can count on me. And when we come back, folks, we now have an imprint of the master key. And I'm curious as to whether we can get even more clay. We may be able to, and we may be able to get clay and wet clay. You know what? Let's give that a go right now. Let's go down to the furnace and see if we can grab even more clay. We can have even more inventory objects that will be completely useless and won't help us at all, because we already have what we need from the clay. But I want to see if we can do this, and of course this will also put us right next to the place where we need to be to use the imprint. Unfortunately, we don't have what we're going to make an imprint of yet. We need to get that metal first. Can we take more clay?
No, thank you. I have enough dirt.
Oh, we can't take more dirt. Maybe we can take more dirt when we have the fired imprint. And we'll be doing that next time. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.